Okay, good afternoon or good morning or good evening, wherever you happen to be. So I have with me a really exciting guest today, someone I'm really looking forward to talking to. It's Widget from Chit Beer in Thailand. I don't know where to start here because Chit
It's
has...
good. Yeah. I think good enough. Good introduction. Yeah.
Well, I'll do a bit more because you're actually an amazing figure because you're basically a legend. I've talked to a few people in Asia and you're pretty legendary in the Asian beer scene. I mean, you are known everywhere and you're the godfather of home brewing and craft brewing in Thailand. It basically didn't
That's a
exist.
kind of you.
But
it just shit happened. Yeah. It just the accident,
I thought it's an accident.
Yeah. It's just accident, yes.
But I mean, we can go into the background of that because you're also probably very refreshing because mostly you hear about, beer and alcohol being the source of all evils in society and all the problems, and you have a way more positive attitude to it than that. You think it can be a force for a positive force.
All right. I think you would like me to tell a little bit of the background story of Chit beer, so our audience can get where I'm from.
Yeah, exactly, because it's a strange route to get to where you are.
Exactly. Yeah. So I think I discovered homebrew when I was in Atlanta, Georgia, in 1996.
Okay.
Yeah. Friends, I think American friends, he picks me up and open a bottle of homebrew in 1996. So I know that at that time that people can make beer at home. And so I graduated in the year 2003. I came back to Thailand, and I think I tell my brother, my close friends that what, one day I will brew beer for you. that's I that's in 2003 when I say that. But in my imagination, I think I will brew beer when I was 55 or 60, when I retired from the Thai army. And I think my sweet imagination is I want to brew beer to kill my loneliness. So if I brew beer, if I have beer, friends gonna come over and if they have a party, at least they can invite Chit. Remember that Chit got beer. So that's the game plan. that's the game plan. But 10 years ago, I play on the internet and I saw they sell the homebrew kits online, MrBeer.com. So MrBeer.com. So I click on it, and then 2 weeks later, the brewing kits sent from the US to Bangkok, Thailand. Okay. And I start brewing, I think, in year 2011. But the first two batch is undrinkable.
Did I hear it?
Yep. But I haven't. But I also have another dream. I would like to have a house near the Chabraya River, on the river bank. So 1 year later, I got the house on Kokret. It's in the middle of the Chabraya River. So I bring my third batch on the island, and it's successful. It's become a beer on the third batch. And I think the rest is about the history of Chit beer and also the history of the Thai craft beer movement. I think after that, more and more people, they heard about it, and so they crossed the river and they want to see how I brew beer.
Right. So, I mean, I suppose the first thing is, before you tried that home brew in America, had you, like, what beers, if any, had you been drinking? Or is it?
Mostly I drink a commercial beer. I drink, of course, Budweiser. But I think 1996, when I study, when I look back and read more about the craft beer movement in the US. I think by that time, the craft beer movement in the US already started. I think 10, 20 years ago, but it's still difficult. I don't know that they call craft beer. So mostly I drink the commercial beer. So, and that's one thing that I regret. I should do. I should explore more about craft beer in the US when I was when I was there, but I cannot fix the past.
Yeah, you can't regret your life. But so yeah, so you went to America. You got a PhD there. And then you came back, like you said. So home brewing, it was illegal at that stage. It still is.
I think it is illegal by that time. Even now, it's still illegal, but we do it anyway because one thing special about Thailand, anything you can do, maybe you cannot do. Anything you cannot do, maybe you can do in Thailand.
It's a good answer. Actually, you mentioned there that your first 2 batches of beer came out wrong. Did I read that you were throwing away the yeast?
Exactly. At first, I thought it's about the fermenting temperature. So I tried to move my fermenter around my bedroom in the restroom, and then I thought the temperature is too high. It's about 25, 26 Celsius. But on the third batch, I always say that a guy, the engineer, the first thing when you see the menu, what do? Of course, you throw it away, right? because we can imagine how things work, okay? But because of the last batch, so I better read the menu one more time. Maybe I did not understand. Maybe I misunderstood on anything, and then I saw the last line on the menu. They say sprinkle the yeast under the lid. So every time when I open the can, I saw a little package, and I thought it's a chemical. So I throw it away every time. But this time, I pick it up and I read there's a fine print. It's spelled like YEAST. So it's a yeast. So I never put the yeast in the fermentation. I thought the yeast is already in the can.
So yeah, I can imagine if you'd opened your bar with that one, it wouldn't have sold at all, just wort. So I guess we take it from that you're self-taught in brewing. You've gone out.
Yes. I think, but third batch is on the 23rd of I think it's Sunday, 23rd of December 2012, and
Okay.
and I think after a guy taste my beer and he speak with sweet that are we drinking this beer like in Bavaria, Germany, something like that? Like the the imagination is growing. So that make me so happy and so grateful. So after that, I I have the encouragement and I want to do more. So I keep ordering the brewing kits from, I think, uh, uh, homebrewstuff.com is located in Idaho in the US. They keep sending me the brewing kits and I keep brewing and everything, go very smoothly and a lot of fun and more people they want to know to learn more about home brewings and after that they asked me to teach them how to brew beer and that's how I think it's about 1 year later I opened the Chit Brewing Academy to teach Thai people how to do home brew. It's like a beer kindergarten.
But at that stage, that was after you had the bar already opened?
What's that?
You opened the Brewing Academy after the bar. Is that right?
I opened the Brewing Academy, I said about a year after I keep brewing and more people come to see me on the island.
You're
Okay.
right. That's
But
yeah.
but that's a very important step of the craft beer movement in Thailand because after they graduate from my academy, each one of them want to brew at home and they have to buy malt, they have to buy all the equipment and they cannot order everything from the US like what I did. But actually they discovered that there are the importer, a malt importer from Germany live nearby. There are the vendor that import draft beer equipment located nearby. So everything actually already there, but we didn't know it's there.
Right.
So I think the one the most important I used to spend about what $500 a month
Okay.
just for fun to order the brewing kits and equipment ingredients from the US. But once we discovered that everything already there in the local area, we can reduce the cost per batch 20 liter to about $30.
Okay.
This
That's a
means
lot of
$500 to be $30, and after that everything quite easy and the home brew exploding from that.
And what did you start off like at that for the first year? What were you brewing? Was it all one style of beer or experimenting?
We brew. I think we ordered the kits. I think it's a whole grain brewing starting from batch number 11. Before that, we brew from extract.
Okay.
From our extract. I think, and then batch number 11, we start the brewing from the whole grain.
Okay. So it was a gradual kind of kit experience, and then finding
Exactly
ingredients, and then
first thing you have to get used to how to clean the fermenter, how to clean the equipment, and the beer is drinkable in 2 weeks, and I think it gives you more confidence and you want to step up.
Yeah. And while you were learning this is what you were then also selling in the bar. You'd set up the bar, you were learning as you went, and people were still coming to.
Exactly. Everything start very informal, but gradually we add more equipment, we open bar, we expand the bar, every week new things happen at the bar and at the breweries,
And were you one of the, like, were you maybe the only craft brewery in Bangkok or in all of Thailand at that stage?
I think before I start my home brewing, some people already brew at home, expat, something like that, but they doing in private session. They don't open. They don't do it publicly. So I do it in the public, and the idea and the message is spread out like a fire, because I think by that time many people are watching the homebrew video from YouTube,
Okay.
and they keep asking why can we make beer at home. And once they learn that Wichit already start a homebrew lab, homebrew session, and more and more people keep coming. So it's getting popular. And 1 year later, someone that I wish I do not invite them, they show up in my bar. The
So,
official.
so you've never had to
So
spend money.
1 year later, the official came, because it's so popular, and they heard about it, and they want to come to check it out, and that's the first fire by the official in I think in October 2014. That's the first that's the first time.
A memorable date.
Yes. And but it's quite experience. I thought I want to fight, for the justice. I want to fight for the right for brewing, but the network, the knowledge, it's too small. So I better say yes to everything that they want. But one thing that I say no. I keep brewing again.
And how many times have you been fined since?
Yeah. So I think from that first time, but right now it's about 10 years of cheap beer, and 8 times already that I have to pay.
So not quite. So about once a year they come along.
Yeah, mostly it's about once a year.
And is there? Okay, I mean that's obviously because it's illegal. Is there anything more that can they do anything more serious to you? Could you?
No, actually, I think after fourth time, the central department, they want to see me. They want to know who's Kun Wichit, he getting fired for 4 times already, but still stubborn and keep brewing, and they want to see my face. So I went to their office and show up, and once they know that I also the government official, and they want me to stop, but I say no, because I already dedicate my life for the change. So I asked them back, do you think the law about brewing, home brewing, some do any justice for Thai people? And they say no. And I asking them, do you know how to change? And they say, I don't know how to change. So I said, close your eyes. I know how to change. I know how to change. I know how things change in Thailand. If you want to change the law, you got to have the power. But changing people, no need. So that's my approach of fighting for the right, for brewing right in Thailand. So I said, changing the people, change one people at a time. And if 1,000 people brewing and the law doesn't change yet, let do it 10,000 people. Let's do it 100,000 Thai people brewing, and let's see if the law changed. If not, let's do the brewing the whole Thai public, the whole nation brewings, and that's my mission statement.
Right.
And
And how many?
so and after that, so I think when I walk out from that office, I think I win. I win in terms of logic. I remember that when I start telling you a story from the beginning that I want to brew to kill loneliness, right? But after I get caught by the excise department, now I change my message, from brewing killing the loneliness. I want to brew to change my country.
Right. And
A better vision, because I think whenever Thai people can make beer at home, this is a small change, but I think it's a big change in terms of mindset. It's so much change in terms of mindset. It's about the powers in your hands, and once you know how to exercise your power by brewing beers, and I expect you can realize the power in your hands more than just brewing beer. So now I think I want to use beer as a tool, to wake up Thai people to their right, and and that's what I mean, brewing, changing Thailand.
yeah, no, it's. I mean, it's a great vision, but it's not something you normally hear people talking about, for home brewing. So it's interesting to see it. That's something that, in essence, is so small. You think can have such a huge impact.
Exactly, and I thought it's the asymmetry bet. I bet everything. I think I bet my life. I bet my future. I bet I taking risks. By breaking this law. Uh, hope for the best. Hope for the change. Hope for the future. But if it doesn't go as I planned, at least you got a good beer to bring.
That's a good fallback plan.
Yes, at least you got a good friend, you got a good company, besides you. Hey, what's that's what I call the asymmetric bet. So
Yeah,
that's why I I'm willing to bet my life for it. Nothing to lose, but the upside is so real, it's so infinity.
right. Yeah, no,
So
it's fun. And
I take that bet.
how many people have you had go through your school first, I suppose?
I I graduate about 500 Thai people a year. Okay.
Okay. And
Okay.
you've been doing that
So
for.
it's about 5 to 10 people a week. 500 brew a year, and for 10 years, so it's
Right.
about 5,000.
Right.
But they teach other people to brew beer too.
Yeah.
So right now we have, I think, roughly about 100,000 Thai people brewing beer at home now.
Okay.
That's a lot.
That's a huge amount. And have any of them gone on to set up like breweries and bars as well, or are they all
Oh
just?
yeah, and after that, some people just brewing for themselves, for friends, but some people go on for commercial, and we have a different path for commercial. I think in year 2014, 15, most brewer they go abroad and do the contract brewings from Cambodia, Taiwan, Vietnam, Japan, Australia, and Singapore. Okay.
Okay. And
And
So
but right now we have the contract brewing license in Thailand, so it's quite dynamic and active right now because they don't have to go abroad to brew beer and sell beer in the market. Now we have the option. We already have one brewery, but I think by the end of this year, there's a second brewery that can provide the OEM services, the contract brewing services. Yep.
Yeah,
That's one part, and another part is to getting the license for brew pub in Thailand getting easier. I think the government changed the law last year. We used to have a quite high barrier to get the license for brew pub. You know, a 10 million baht capital requirement, and the brewing equipment got to have the capability of 100,000 liter a year. Okay, that's the requirement. That means you got to build the big brewery to get the brew pub. What do I mean by brew pub? You mean you can only brew beer and sell beer inside the brewery. You know, you cannot do canning, cannot send your beer to other restaurant. Okay, but you see, it's quite conflict, right? They require you to have a big brewery, but you cannot sell outside.
Yes.
that's a stupid game. You know? That's the law that written with the evil mind, you know, with the bias. That's why I say fuck them. You know, I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
Actually, can I ask something that occurred to me there? Because so the ban on home brewing and on beer in total, like, is that when has that always been there? Like, is it a
yes?
Is it left over like from a kind of a colonial time law that was like meant to stop in the local culture, or where did it come from?
I think the law is it's been like that for maybe 50 years, 70 years, but they never imagined that one day Thai people are gonna wake up and want to brew beer at home. I think the law written and they forgot already that one day, you know, some Thai people and some random guy gonna wake up and dream of brewing beer at home. but now
but now it's changing from what you said. Like, if just think, so you have the big breweries, and now you have these new ones that you say can do the kind of contract brewing. So are they perfectly legal breweries as well, or are they kind of slightly
perfectly legal? Perfectly legal. Yeah. And after 8 times that I get caught by the excise department, I also have the legal brewery license. It's a brew pub.
Okay.
So now we have a brew pub license for 3 years already.
All right. Okay. So you're
and with that, I told you that the law changing the condition for the license since last year. Everything getting easier. I think by the end of this year, we're gonna have maybe 10 or 15 more brewery in Thailand, and maybe 40, 50 brewery next year. So every provinces now, there's a project coming in the excise department. They want to start up their own brewery after they illegally brewing for almost 10 years now. Everyone want their own breweries, and I think it quite excited, Tom.
Yeah, it sounds it. I mean, and obviously, I mean that having legal breweries and that, it doesn't take away from the home brewing. If anything, it encourages even more of it. So it's not a dichotomy.
even though the law doesn't say that a home brew is illegal, you have to go through the process, to get the license to do home brew. But I don't think that that's practical, right?
Yeah.
But I think to do home brew and to practice brewing for yourself and drinking, in a small circle of your friends, I think it's okay, even though it's still illegal, but I don't think they can enforce on that front. But if you sell your homebrew beer, I think they're gonna come if you're popular. But most people not quite popular, so they didn't show up at your doorstep.
They're not going door to door to worry about it.
Exactly. They don't have time. They don't have manpower for that.
Yeah. It's the thing a lot of times when you see the laws, like, don't you have anything better to do than worry about this?
And that's why I say that anything you cannot do, maybe you can do in Thailand.
So where does it go? Then you've all these breweries setting up. What is the actual big beer scene like there now? Is it still dominated by some big breweries, and these are regional breweries? What's the beer? Are they all brewing the same beer types, or what are people drinking or doing? Or
I think even though we are so excited about, remember that it just 10 years passed. See, when, in the US it takes about 30 years, 40 years, right?
Yeah.
Before they penetrate the market share about 20% now in the US. I don't know in other country. So Thailand right now, the craft beer market, I think best guess is about 0.5%.
yeah,
So that's been, but the attention, the attention for the craft beer, the movement, is quite quite large. But in terms of the numbers, it's quite small. But that's a good news, right? That's a good news. I mean, a lot of opportunity. I think I expect 5 years from now, we can have it about 2 or 3%.
right.
But 2 or 3% from 300,000 Thai million baht. That's a huge number. So still quite small.
Right. And that still allows you, I mean, the main thing that you got out of this and that you're interested in, or one of the main things, is the friendship, the community. So
exactly.
when you're still small, you can all help each other. There's no one worrying about trying to.
But we don't expect somebody gonna get big, because I think that the business model for the future for 21st century, it's not gonna be like the big monopoly 60, 70 years ago. A couple of reasons, because everything was democratized, right? Knowledge is democratized, the law is changing, the machine is democratized, and the information is being sharing. So I see the future of Thai craft beer is gonna be a quite local business.
Right.
Do not allow anybody to go too big, because the local can defend themselves with the knowledge and that's good, right? I think that is supposed to be, right?
Yeah. No,
I think that's supposed to be, and that's also the lesson learned when I keep tracking how the US doing about in terms of craft beer, and then some big name, they expand too fast, and a lot of mistake and debt, and they have to sell the company. That's a sad story. I think you read about that story every day, right? In the US, big name already sell to somebody already, and I don't think. And I think we came later. We read a lot of story, and I think we should do something different.
Right. Yeah, because that's something a few people have said to me before when I've talked to them is it's all great to think you're going to build this huge brewery, but the more when you make more beer, you've then got the hard part, which is trying to sell it.
Exactly.
Yep. And if you can't sell it, you're in trouble. Whereas, yeah.
So I think instead of have 2 or 3 new face, I'm more than happy to see 100 new face.
Yeah. And like I said, when you're only a small part of the market, then you're not competitors. You're the big market is your competition. So you can all help each other, and it's a community. And where
and I think this is the core culture of the craft beer, right? I think everyone when I met at the at the exhibition at the Southeast Asia Sea Brew we call, and it seemed like we feel the same, we think the same, and it's sharing culture. So I think to keep it that way is beautiful.
Yeah.
For Thai craft beer, or global Thai craft, a global craft beer mindset.
Yeah. And where do you? So we're talking about local there, and so most of what is being brewed in Thailand, I suppose, by home brewers is kind of classical styles at the moment. Is there much that people are experimenting with specific Thai ingredients or Thai styles?
That's a lot. That's a lot. Yeah. I think they are experimenting almost every fruits in Thailand. Thailand is a land of fruits, right? We even do a durian beer. Yeah, we tried that before, and we do tom yam, tom yam, tom yam beer with the sour and spicy and all this thing, and flowers and many. Yeah, I think Thai people quite creative on testing, right? Otherwise, Thai food not going to become one of a top 10 of food recipe in the world, right? So that I think craft beer fit quite perfectly with the Thai way of living.
Okay, yeah, because I just wasn't sure that when people are still kind of learning whether they're just going to be following recipes, and if they'd got to the kind of making your own recipe stage yet, or but it sounds like you have. So what are you doing in like in your bar now? Any pictures I've seen, any videos? I mean, it always seems to be busy.
Say it again, please.
Your own bar, any pictures or videos I've seen there on the internet, it's always busy. Are you?
I don't know. I think people wake up for the craft beer movement after election. I think the prime minister to be, they quite have a friendly approach for Thai craft beer, and it seemed like they're all waking up and they read, they learn the history of a Thai craft beer, and now they found where it started, how craft beer started, and they want to at least to drink at my bar at Concrete, and but also it's very difficult. You have to park your car, you have to cross the river with a long tail boat, and once you get on the island, no post, no sign, you get lost. but that's part of the design. I want people to explore and to discover. So I have a fresh good beer ready for them. So it seems like it's the price, but because of it's difficult to get there, and then that means once they get there, it means they share mind, they can talk across the table, and they want to express they want to enjoy, and it seem like it's a crazy place every day. Every day, and it open only 2 days a week, Saturday and Sunday only.
Okay.
And this, you can imagine about the energy of the customer, and also the energy of me and the teams, because we work only at the bar only 2 days a week, so that means we throw everything every weekend.
I just saw a few videos, people posted online, and it looks like I wish I was near it, because it looks like a great bar to visit. Like you said,
And that would be
energy.
that would be wonderful if you live nearby. But of course, I think if you have a chance to stop by Bangkok, of course, I think you have to come see me, right, Brian?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, definitely. And but you don't have any plans to grow it. Like, you're happy with the size of it and everything that you're
Oh,
doing?
I think my vision, I think, changed after 10 years of Chit Beer. Last December, it's been 10 years already, Chit Beer. And I think I would like to expand. Yeah, I would
Okay.
like to expand. I would like to expand, but I'm very, very careful of the model that I want to expand. But, at least, many brands, many of my students, they start, they are in the commercial phase already, and they sell beer everywhere. They sell beer in a convenience store. Okay, but 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 not cheap beer. Cheap beer never sell beer to anybody. Cheap beer never sell beer to the restaurant. Cheap
Okay.
beer always serve beer by cheap tea. Okay, and I think if I want to grow, I think I want to grow through the tap room to the bar channel.
Okay.
That's so that I can control the supply chain end to end, start from making, brewing, logistic, distributing, and serving experience with a customer. So at least I know who drink my beer, so I can adjust. I can give it for free. I can do anything. So I thought I better go for the experience more than
Right.
the quantity that I want to sell. That's I think that is the master plan that I want to grow cheap. Yeah.
Okay. So but you owning them, it's not you're not going to go down a kind of a franchise model, it sounds like.
I don't want to call franchise, but I think I would like to call it a partnership. I still own every outlet, but I want to treat them like a partner, not like employees. So
Right.
I want to do the open accounting. I want to teach them the business 101. I want to teach them about sale number, cost number, gross profit, net profit, and we're gonna open every number, and we're gonna share the surplus based on our value contribution. I think that that's the idea that I have right now, that I want to grow the tap room model like that.
Okay.
So I don't know if we call that a franchise or not, but
No, yeah, I don't know, but yeah, it's not
but
like
yeah, because I thought when they say do franchise, yeah, pay me, okay? You're a franchisee, and I'm rich, but you broke. Yes, I don't want to do like that, and the channel that I pick, to growing my my business, to grow cheap beer business, I call cheat hole. It's a cheat hole bar, so cheat hole tap room, a cheat
okay.
hole. So you bring cheap beer at cheat hole. So that's the model of cheat hole business model.
Okay. And how close are you to doing that, or is it still an idea you're working on, or?
Oh, I already started the first Chit in the city,
All right.
and
Okay. You see, I'm way behind.
and everything, quite good, but I still many more things, to add on and to get the model and the experience and the number right. And I think right now we are running at revenue about 60% of the potential that I think I can drive the sale per month. It's just 3 months old, but I think it give me another 6 months so I can build the business model using the real number from sale, and
And have you seen any difference in what types of beer are selling between that and your existing bar? Like, so it's a city, and your first bar is off on the island. This one is in the city. Is there any
I think,
difference?
of course, in the island is a mix between beer from the legal brewery and also beer from the underground brewery. Because it's a lab, so
Okay.
people asking me how can we tell which one come from the brewery, which one come from a chocolate. I told them, see the price. you can tell by the price. But beer that we serve at the Chit Hole, I think, because I already have a brewery, right? So we bring beer from the brewery, and also we have the alliance of breweries. So now I can get the fresh beer also from other breweries. So it's a good place, to bring beer from the breweries. But let me tell you, that's still illegal,
Okay.
because they do not allow you to move beer out of the brewery. But that's how I fight. I thought, beer, we already pay the tax. Why can't we serve my beer anywhere? I say, fuck you. I want to say fuck you again because I already paid tax for the beer. See, how come I cannot serve my beer to my customer in my bar? What the fuck is that? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? That's very common sense. See, I already pay tax.
Yeah. Well, that's mainly the main thing that most people, or that most governments, are worried about. Once you've paid the tax, hey.
Yep. And I think I want to fight again, and I know that they're gonna show up at my bar in any days.
So you let me summarize. So the last 10 years, you started off home brewing and fighting. You've been fined 8 times, and now you've finally got all the license. You've got all these home brewers you've trained, and you've got a whole home brewing, craft brewing scene that you've created. So now you're starting another fight.
Exactly.
Okay.
I think we need to, get about this stupid law that I don't know who set it up by evil mindset that do not allow Thai people to participate in building strong economies. And I think we should get it all that that's a fake fiction, and that's why we still poor, because they do not allow Thai people to participate. They do not allow Thai people to compete. They do not allow Thai people to upskill. To improve themselves, to improve their family, and to. I think that's a sad thing, and that's unfair. I think we are now, in the 21st century already, and I think all the stupid idea that we used to comply and conform. I think just asking the common sense. I think I want Thai law to obey the common sense, and empowering Thai people to participate in building the economy. That's fucking easy, right? That's fucking stupid. That's fucking simple idea, right? Very, very simple idea.
It's very simple. See, I mean, I don't know enough about the Thai economy, but it seems like it is very much, from what you're saying, it's very much against small businesses.
Exactly.
And this is,
Exactly. But
so it's,
that mean that mean if we don't go for that model, that means you are in the model of protected someone, right?
yeah,
Protected somebody, right? But we want to be free. We want free economy.
yeah.
We want market-based economy. We all thought about that. We all teach about that, and we all dream about that. Why can't we create that? Why can't we create market-based economy?
Yeah. No,
And I challenging not only Thailand, every country, including the developing the most developed country. They are the right now something go wrong almost
yeah.
in every country. They do
But
not allow market-based economy.
yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, you look at an awful lot of them. Yeah, I mean, there is. What I'm always amazed at is I came across, like, in America, which you think of as having a really free, open economy, but you need to be kind of licensed to cut hair or something like that, and it's all purely the hairdressers are protecting their own market, and it's weird licensing laws.
Yeah, I think licensing is okay, but at least make it to the
Make it for
common
the right
sense
reasons.
and transparency about it. Okay,
Yeah, like make
and I think
licensing. Yeah, if you're protecting the consumer, but if you're just licensing to stop people getting into the same market, then that's two different things.
they always claim to protect consumer. Okay, consumer not that stupid.
That is very true. All right, so listen, I've had you for nearly an hour, so I mean, it's been brilliant. Didn't know an hour had passed, um, so where do you think you're going? I mean, you've achieved so much with just like getting the whole home brewing off the market, like you said, by accident. You've achieved your aim of, you're no longer, I presume, lonely, because you have people coming to you every day for your beer. So that's been worked, and now you're starting off building another chain of a second range of businesses around the beer. So where you going from this, and then where do you think, you kind of touched on this, but where's the Thai craft beer scene going after that?
I think we're gonna have a good local Thai craft beer, but I want to tell the story, all the good story about many brands of Thai craft beer to the world. So that means I want to tell that story through the touch point I call Chit Home. So at least I can play a part to uh, to bring Thai craft beer in the global stage. I think I want to play in that arena, so that one, you have a touch point. So maybe you want to come see me in Thailand, or you want to come to discover the story about many amazing story, and I think that's not only serving beer, but I think I want to serve my country as well. So that's my vision. I want beer to be a part of our moving Thailand forward.
Right. Well, it's a great vision, and just like I said, you've achieved so much in it already. It's amazing, really. And I know, like, just from talking to a few other people, you see, I mean, you're so widely admired in Asia anyway, and in the Asian beer scene. I don't know about outside of, if your story has reached outside yet, but definitely within Asia, it seems to be very well known, and a lot of respect there.
But thank you for pick up the spot for pick up the story of Chit beer. Okay, yeah, I think it's a first international interview. Thank you.
Brilliant. Well, maybe in a few months or in a year when we'll see where you've got to then, because it sounds like you'll have achieved an awful lot more again. Maybe we can.
All right. Yes, yeah. I'm more. Yeah, I would like to be on with you again. Yeah.
Perfect. Listen, Chit, thanks a million for your time. We do have one or two people watching at the moment. Does anybody have any questions for Chit before we leave? I guess not. I guess we've kind of talked for an hour, so we must have covered everything.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Well then, that's all I can say. So thanks again for your time. Brilliant story, brilliant. Loved talking to you. I didn't realize we had been talking for an hour, so that's always a good sign. I'll end it there. And I'll just play an outro video and say goodbye to everyone. And yeah, if you're anywhere near Thailand, anywhere near Bangkok, make sure to go and check out Chit's Bar, either the original or the new Chit Ho it's somewhere in the middle of Bangkok. I wouldn't know the address, but check it out. Sounds like a place well worth visiting. And we'll see you next time. Thank you.
All right.